WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis. Part of the Memphis Sports Network with 92.9 FM ESPN. ESPN 790 AM.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. This is Larry Ray sitting as I do. Sometimes I stand. I don't sit all the time. Right now I'm standing, giving you a visual from left to right on my radio dial. Of course, this is the fourth Saturday of the month, and that means that we have Ron Wong. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
That's the last you'll hear of Ron for the first segment because we're moving Ron out of the way because Bill Cooksey's stepping in too. And
morning, Larry. Morning, everyone.
he's got that Strike King cap on. So,
That's right.
We timed that.
I'm transitioning to fish, too.
I'm just amazed that you had that on. And we do have Mark Copley in the studio from Strike King. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, and we'll get back to Mark because this is one of my favorite shows of the year because we got some kingpins from fishing in, but also we also get the chance to wrap up. Oh, when you can talk about a Super Bowl, how does that make you exciting? You know,
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. The 117th running of the National Bird Dog Championship ended this past week. I was out there, barely made it in time for the awards program. If you've never done it, folks, it always starts on the second Monday in February, and this year we had over 40 dogs, and most of them was named Whippoorwill, I think. That's what it feels like. And we got my good buddy Ken Blackman on with us this morning. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I know, Ken. Are you tired, Ken?
Yeah, but a couple days rest, and I'm back at it
All
again.
right. Ken not only had a dog entered, photo op that I was so glad to write about, Jill, right?
Yes, sir.
And had a chance to write the story about Jill. But not only that, there were Larry Huffman had 5 dogs that he handled in this thing. If you got more than 3 dogs at home and you think you have trouble handling them, think about handling 5 dogs
From horseback.
in 3 hours as you're starting to do it. And Ken, for Whippoorwill Justified, I think it was a justifiable win, wasn't it?
Well, look at it from the standpoint of being on a NASCAR team. That's what that's like, and I'm just really happy. Excuse me, happy for my friend Ronnie Spears.
Yes,
and of course Larry and my good friend Nick Thompson, who scouted him.
And then walked away 8 fines. That's good. He as he said, he had the right day.
Yeah.
And that's
really
a
big part of it.
That is a very big part of it. He had the right day for it. 52 degrees, a little light breeze, and came up with 8 fines, which, as they say, it's all judged on style, stamina, and the ability to locate coveys of quail. And Justified, which is the great name of Patch. I love that name, and the dog, as Nick Thompson, the scout, said, and I love Nick. He's from Hickory Flat, Mississippi. It took me forever to find out where he's from. He kept telling me he was 30 miles from here. Larry said, I'm 8 miles as a crow flies from here. These are my kind of people. But Nick did a great job as a scout, but he said it's a happy dog. And I guarantee you, every Huffman within 400 miles was on the steps of Ames Manor.
Sure was. Yep.
Yeah, some of them snuck in. I think they weren't even part of the family. They got in the picture. But you've been there, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a goosebump moment when they
It really is. We're talking a world championship that has been going on right up the road from here for over 100 years.
Yes.
This is a big deal.
And it's a big deal. And for Ken to have a dog that qualified, and for the Whippoorwill Farms, Dr. Jack Huffman, to do it. But not only we get through with this championship and to have Patch win, but now, Ken, you jump right back into it again. Tell our listeners what's going on next week, starting on, and we do have, it is leap year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
on the 29th.
The 29th of February on Monday. What's going to happen again at Ames Plantation?
Well, we're going to bring back, if your viewers are around then, 2012, we had the first ever at Ames Plantation, but it's been going on for 50 years, the AKC Pointing Breed Gun Dog Championship.
Uh-huh.
And it brings in any pointing breed that AKC recognizes this year. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 different breeds in here.
Oh, okay.
But it comprises something like 100 entries, and they run 1 hour races, but they use the same courses as you use in the national championship. And of course, it's all wild and released birds, so there's no. We call them throwdown birds, but there's nothing out there that's artificial about it. Dogs got to go out and hunt and do what a dog does, and just like you were hunting, except we don't shoot any birds.
And this will all be at Ames starting Monday morning. Do you do the same morning brace about 8 and the afternoon brace about 1? Do you do those kind of things too?
Exactly. I mean, those courses have been set up for decades, and no need to change them. And there's birds out there, and we've got the right infrastructure and a lot of volunteer help, and folks from AKC have bringing a crew of people to make sure we have enough help and know what we're doing.
Well, is this a horseback trial?
Monday morning, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Bill had a question for you.
Is this one horseback also?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's. So if you could go out there, folks, and you can watch them when they take off. You can drive the road just like the national championship that we just got through with. But a favorite event, and it starts Monday. Go through maybe early March or something like that. But Ken, thank you, buddy, for being with us this early Saturday morning. Keep us posted on what's going on out there. And again, congratulations. On your dog that made the finals, and again, congratulations to all the Whippoorwill Farms people, and for Larry Huffman and Nick Thompson and Piper and Dr. Huffman and all of them out there. All right, buddy, have a great day. All right.
Thanks, Larry.
Right.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, see you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. You know, Bill Bob, that
I'm not sure where the Bob came from, but I've known Ken 20 years. But
it's Bob White. It's quail, so that's what it is. But
and those, as he said, those are wild birds out there. Even the liberated birds were liberated months before the trials. So they've been out there, and they're in coveys. And if you grew up bird hunting, as a lot of us did, think about 8 covey finds in a 3-hour hunt. If you were shooting birds.
His last one was at 3 hours.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I bird hunted every day growing up. I never saw 8 covey finds in 3 hours. So to go out there, you can rent horses. There are plenty of folks who rent horses out there, and it really is a cool thing.
And the thing about that was that he just about there was so many dogs picked up early this year because they realized, hey, at an hour and a half, if I don't have 3 coveys or 2 coveys or something, so I told Larry Huffman that you really made something really hard for a lot of these people to bring their dogs and train them and get here, and all of a sudden after 40 minutes, let's go home.
That really is something. I remember watching it the first time, and I thought, why are they picking them up? I mean, you're here for the national championship. Then you realize, well, they're risking their dog injury, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
taking apart training potentially just to get a few fines, and they're mentally in the game more than I would be probably if I had a dog in the national championship. Wow. But they're all beautiful dogs and a lot of fun to watch.
And we're going to talk a lot of fishing after this segment. Don't forget, mark on your calendar March 12th. That's the TWRA Deer Rally. It's going to be out at the Water Well Solutions Tennessee Tractor out near Somerville for the second year time. And if you want to see some big deer, don't do like I did. And I took my deer out there, and they put me between a 170 and a 190. And my 130 looked like, peanuts. It's on my wall at house. It looks huge on my wall. But a great event.
Well, when you put it in the bathroom, that's...
I did not put it. No. And before we go, we do want to acknowledge that we did lose a Supreme Court judge. And you're I know you keep up with this, and I do too, because this is going to be a real...
Scalia was a sportsman.
Yes,
that's one of the reasons to talk about him here.
He passed away in Texas on a hunt.
Duck hunted in Arkansas.
Yes.
He was a sportsman. He was also a justice who believed we all should have firearms, or the ability to have firearms.
Yes.
And that's a scary thing right now, because now the court would be split, and
we're going to see what happens.
The one thing a president can – there are two things he can do that no one can change after him. One's hit that nuclear button, and the other is a Supreme Court justice. Everything else, the next president and Congress can change.
Yeah, you can look at who we got right now. They've been there a while.
That's right.
And Scalia he's been there since Reagan.
That's right.
So
the next president may get as many as 3 or 4 justice appointments by looking at the ages and that sort of thing. And that's a scary thing.
Yeah, but at least he was hunting in Texas.
That's right.
And everybody's trying to find out what happened to him and everything, but we appreciate it. All right, how we doing on there? Hey, we have a new man in here. We got Stuart Settles in here this morning. And Stuart, it's good to have you.
Working the dials.
Well, working the dials, taking over. Greg Ratliff has got 17 jobs and the Twins and everything else. So we gave him a little time off, but I know that we got through the boat show this weekend.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Yes, that was a real struggle for some of us, but
well, I had a great time seeing everyone out there.
So did Ron Wong over there.
It's always a good time.
Yes, I did. It was a lot of fun.
52 years is a long. 52 years is a long time for that too.
I got to tell you, it's hard standing on concrete 2.5 days.
It is.
I don't get to be like Bill Cooksey and have a real nice chair to sit in.
Well, the one thing the News did a long time ago that I thought was great, they figured out how to elevate the table up high, which makes it easier for people to write, that sort of thing. It also allows me to put a tall chair behind it. People can't really tell if I'm standing or sitting.
Is that what it is?
Deal. Exactly.
And you got to see the seminars coming and going.
That's right. That's right.
Good to see our friend Mark Rose out there, and you had a Strike King task force was out there, and I got to meet the young man Tillman. What's his first name?
Lawson.
Lawson. We're going to hook up with Lawson. Right. Do something with Lawson, Mark, because he was he was eating it up out there. That's a tall 7th or 8th grader right there too. So Tolson Tillman got to meet his mom Jennifer, and he looked really cool in his Strike King outfit with Keith Amerson, Mark Rose, and Dennis Kirby. We're all out there, and at the boat warehouse, got to see some of them at the boat.
Running a Ranger boat.
Yeah, he's got a Ranger boat coming in. Yep. I'd like to have a replica. What do you? Huh?
I'd take a John boat right now.
Yeah, that's right. A John boat or a Betty boat. I don't want anything like that. But good time out there at the boat show. Oh, I call it the boat show. But it's
boat and sports show. But
sports and boat show.
Sports and boat show.
Yeah, and Ron Wong did a great job on his seminars and great cooking. Thank you, Ron. Great. That Saturday night keeps us coming back. Mark, you missed I know you got things going on. Yeah.
I just hate that I missed Ron's cooking because I know there's 2 things that Ron is famous for.
Only 2? Only 2?
That's posting his meals that he's had on Facebook.
Yes.
And the fish he's caught.
That's
true.
But you don't know, but that is the same fish he's had for 3 years.
He's done a great job keeping that fish alive.
It looks good, Mountie.
It's getting bigger every year.
It's getting bigger every year, that's for sure.
But the fish is feeding the meals that he's posting on Facebook.
That's right. All right, listen to this. We sticking around, folks, today because this is it. Stuart's going to take care of us as we walk through some of the best names in bass fishing as we get ready for the Classic coming up that Ron Wong will be there. Mark Copley's going to be there. Bill and I will be there in spirit as we think about it.
I'm hoping it'll be warm for y'all. I really am.
It is.
And at the end, we'll pick our winners I know Copley's going to go with somebody from Strike King, so I don't know.
I got 6 chances.
You got 6 chances. That's exactly right. I'm not going to make you tell which one of them you're going to pick. So we won't do that till we get over there to Tulsa.
As long as we finish 1st through 6th, I'm good.
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's take a break. Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to come back. Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.